Hello everyone, PallyTime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, I'm going to be showing off my patented PallyTime zero stress level Falsedead build. It is just pure damage output and survivability on Falsedead. It's a lot of fun. Honestly, I would say Falsedead right now, one of the most underrated characters in the entire game for what he can bring to a team. I've been playing him a ton. This game will actually unlock my master skin, so hopefully we can get a win and I can show off the build in a good old-fashioned today. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Sky Temple today. Friends. Hopefully they'll let me solo bot because, you know, Falsedead, one of the most beautiful things about him, and we just happen to get a map that accentuates this. I can solo bot if you want. Easy to get to mid. I won't say that. If Jada was to come down bottom, that's totally fine. So at level 1, we are going to go for Seasoned Marksman. Fantastic talent on Falsedead. Why? Because Falsedead has a global presence. Of course, his Z ability is not a traditional mount. It's an ability to fly wherever he wants to. Zeratul laning is going to be a little weird, so I may just go up there. Yeah, I'm just going to go up there. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it, that's fine. We can help out our little stealthy. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. I just need to be in a lane. Really, that's the most important thing. We're just going to open up here on the enemy team's Diablo. He looks like he's partially body blocked. And just look at all this damage I'm able to dish out without moving at all. Jaina now roaming middle. Why is Jaina middle? Jaina, baby girl, you got to pick a lane. You got to stick to it. Because I'm trying to fill in the other lanes. You know what I'm saying? So... Is she going to soak bot now? Okay. Alright. We're let her go. We're gonna let her go. Our Q ability is called the Hammerang. We throw out Thor's hammer. It deals damage and then returns to us. Pretty dope. Pretty straightforward. This will be a very crucial part of the build later on, even though this build is mostly auto attack focused. We're not going for any crazy damage output. We are going for pure survivability. Pure survivability. Not deviating in any path. Actually, our ultimate's probably going to be the damage ultimate just based on what the enemy team has. No real reason to pick up Gust here, but as the Elite Tauren Chieftain branches into the meta a little bit more, becomes a little bit more popular in today's day and age, Mighty Gust is actually a very reliable way to interrupt a mosh pit. An extremely reliable way. Zeratul hopping into 3 members of the enemy team there. He should make it out just fine. Diablo, of course, camping at the bush. Get top tempo. Top lane seems to just be getting kills. They're still not going for the temple. There we go. He's making his way up there now. As you can see, I'm not really bothered by the fact that they have this. As long as we trade, that's going to be the important thing. We are going to go for Vampiric Assault at level 4, which is going to allow me to heal based off of the damage that I deal with my auto attacks. Now that's 15% of the damage that I deal with each auto attack. So it's actually going to scale up quite nicely throughout the course of the game, as I'm sure you can imagine. As we continue to up our auto attack damage with Seasoned Marksman, we're going to continue to up the amount of healing that we're doing as well. I'm just going to go ahead and fly top, I think. Looks like they could use a little help up here. Let's just open up on this Johanna, slow her down with the Hammerang a little bit. We should be able to stop her with the help of Zeratul. Very nicely done. And it looks like Karazhan doing the right thing, getting the last few shots of that turret off. Gonna try to slow down their Diablo here. He's probably not the best target for me to be focusing, but he's very out of position, so I kind of just want to. Barrel roll is gonna get me out of there just fine, and hopefully Zeratul can get that regen globe. No, he's a little off. So I will get the sippy cup and rejoin the battle here. But you know what? Maybe we've stayed a little bit too long here. Maybe we should start thinking about that. But actually, Falsedead is just completely dead. But you know what? I think I'm going to go back to the middle lane now. And this is the beauty of Falsedead and Seasoned Marksman. You never have to be away from minions. You can always soak a lane that's empty. It's just such a fun playstyle. And really, it lends itself well to just about every single map that this game has to offer. We are going to be a little out of range for that. I wasn't paying attention to my mini-map. Let's see. So I talked about my Q ability. I talked about our mount. My W ability is called Lightning Rod. This is going to become a very crucial part of the build later on as well. First Aid level 7 is going to allow us to trade with just about anyone in existence and come out on top. So Lightning Rod, what it does is you pick a target. He's waiting to pull me. No, I don't want to get smashed around. You pick a target, and simply it just deals damage to a target periodically, like it'll pulsate damage. So one projectile at a time, basically. And later on in the build, we're going to make it so it grants us a shield at the same time, which is great against super tank-heavy teams. We all know that Double Warrior right now is pretty prominent in the meta, so it's actually a really good way to just sit there and trade with a melee character. Falsedead has all of the tools he needs to be completely competent, and I would even say thrive in today's meta. The problem is most people don't seem to notice that. He's just a fantastic character, and he has a very wide variety of builds to really help him define his own playstyle. He can be magey, he can be all-in super high damage auto attack, or you could build him safe, and there's actually a few variations on the safe Falsedead build. This is my build of choice for safe Falsedead. We are going to be flying down to the bottom lane. That is where the temple is located. 2 members of the enemy team are already down there at least. Looks like the third has just arrived. But as you can see in the early game, I mean, there's no drama here. I'm just trying to get stacks. That's it. I'm just trying to build up that solid foundation. I talk about that all the time. I actually mean it. I really do think you need a solid foundation to excel in this game. Johanna, pretty far forward, could easily be focused down here, and that is exactly what's going to happen. Now Diablo's the closest thing to me, so I'm going to cut off his escape and go after this Sylvanas now with our Lightning Rod, which should finish off the kill. There we go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Did have to walk into the tower to make that happen, but you know what? When you have first aid, you can do those kinds of things, and it's actually no big deal. And just like that, the friendly team is going to get a pentakill. Now, what can we do on Falsedead to get our team even further ahead? Well, we could just fly middle and start to get stacks there as well. Hinterland Blast coming out at level 10 because it's the ultimate we need to deal more damage to the enemy team. I do really like Mighty Gust, and I think Mighty Gust definitely has its place in the game. Already talked about it a little bit. Going up versus ETC, it's incredibly strong. Incredibly strong. You just need to make sure that you position so you don't get caught in the mosh pit. And then right when the mosh pit goes off, you push people out. You like move him out of the mosh pit. Really, really good versus channeling Nazebos and things like that. Just a really good ability. And not to mention, you can just pick up kills with it by pushing people into your towers. You know what I mean? You fly, like you could fly over here, push them into the towers, and then just go all in, go all offensive. Looks like bottom lane is in a little bit of trouble. Johanna and Diablo. Looks like they might be overstaying their welcome, however. Diablo trying to get in here for that crowd control. We're just going to play cautiously, going in on Johanna here to help peel for our Jaina Proudmoore. And I'm just going to first aid and sit in this Diablo ultimate. Look at that. The 0 stress level Pallyime build is called that for a reason. It's patented because you don't have to worry about no thing. You don't have to worry about a damn thing at all. I was in an ultimate. I was just sitting there looking at it as Diablo sprayed his heartburn onto my face, which is disgusting now that I've said that out loud. And it was no big deal. And at the 7-minute mark, because we've been focusing on a solid foundation of building up these season marksman stacks, we're already at 20 stacks, and we have the highest XP contribution in the entire game. So, by focusing on the solid foundation, we're actually a very big part of the reason that our team is ahead on XP right now. It's so good. It's just so good. This is one of my favorite builds in the whole game right now, and it's only getting better. Like, we're only at the start of it. Looks like the team's fighting up top, and I'm across the map now. We could just fly up there, but it looks like they're doing just fine. So what I'm going to do is capitalize on this fort that's all by its lonesome and pick this up for the friendly team. 17 seconds, 24 seconds on Azmodan, so 4 people on the enemy team are dead. You know what? The right thing to do here is actually to join the team. The right thing to do here is actually just join the team and push down that top with them. Because Jaina didn't fully commit to this. We could have done a lot of damage here. And really, I probably should have flown in earlier. So it looks like the enemy team retaliating a little bit. Here we go. Shock and Awe coming out, dealing 700 damage to every single target that we hit there. Focusing Johanna because I'm good at this video game. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go ahead and first aid. We have enough mana for a barrel roll, so when Johanna tries to do that, we can get away from her pretty easily. And it looks like we're going to make it out of here just fine. Actually, a Force Wall could catch me here. Diablo could catch me here. Yep. Already used first aid. Okay, so we died. Don't let that affect you. You're still a strong, independent dwarf on a mount. You know what? If I stayed bottom, I would have lived to see another day. If I was selfish there, we would have been just fine. Static shield. You gain a shield after every lightning rod strike. This again increases your capability of just sitting still and trading into a target. It allows you to outduel most characters in the entire game. Even if someone's able to get a head start on damage, like let's say Zeratul comes out of a bush and starts to try to burst you down, you're going to be able to just sit there, heal up with first aid. So you hit first aid first to get that healing going, and then you hit Lightning Rod. And Lightning Rod is going to be generating a shield, which allows you to heal for significantly more health because the shield is protecting that regeneration. Does that make sense? And then you just kill everything. You just kill everything. I don't really know why I'm focusing Johanna here. Let's switch over to Diablo a little bit. Shock and Awe going out is going to hit the enemy team's it's going to hit nothing. Wow, that was good. My bad, guys. I did nothing there. That was just awful. Let's pretend that didn't happen. I did about everything wrong there that I could have possibly done. So, what could I have done differently there? Well, first of all, don't focus Johanna for no reason. Damage was being done to Diablo. I should have helped out in that damage. And of course, my ultimate was off cooldown, and they were all in a straight line, and I missed the opportunity to deal damage to them. Pretty good ice block from the friendly team's Jaina. Not gonna be enough, not quite. But that's okay. That's okay. She put up a good fight, and Diablo's going to be able to take over that bottom maybe. Here, I'm coming in. Dibbles. Or should I protect middle? No, I'm coming in. I'm going to help. I'm flying. I'm almost there. No, stay. We got this. Hammer time coming out at level 16. It's going to allow me to stun a target that we hit with the hammer the next time I auto-attack them. I was kind of hoping Diablo committed a little bit more to that. Apparently he doesn't have a lot of trust in me, which I guess is okay. Considering, you know, that last team fight did not go well for me. It did not go well for me. Charism wants to take the boss. We don't really have too much of a numbers advantage. I mean, they only have Falsedead on their team. But whatever, if the team wants to do this, I will assist the team. This isn't a bad time to take boss or anything. One of the main problems is we don't actually have vision of anyone. I threw out my hammer there to try to get something. Looks like they were up at the top right mercenaries. And then after we're done with the boss, what do we do on Falsedead? Well, we generate XP. We get stacks, because this is our life. This is what we do. Nice and easy. So every single time I auto-attack, I'm hitting for 229 damage right now. That's 26 more damage than normal because of our Seasoned Marksman stacks. Here we go. There we go, 800 damage to the face of every enemy team member that I hit there. Now we're gonna fly in and be aggressive, focusing down the enemy team's Sylvanas, because I'm actually going to focus the right target for once. Gonna deal some damage, switch it over to Azmodan now, with very, very aggressive positioning, because we basically have all the defensive talents we could ever hope to have, and I don't have to worry about anything. I will go over our full talents right now, since we are gonna have a little bit of a break. I'll explain the whole concept of the build. So at level 1, you go for Seasoned Marksman, and you couple that with Vampiric Assault at level 4. This is how you survive in the early game. You get a lot of health back just from auto-attacking. Super strong. To help you get health back, you get First Aid. Again, a great survivability talent. It's going to let you stay alive in most situations where every other Falsedead player would die if they don't have First Aid. Hinterland Blast, just for that reliable damage output in team fights. And again, Mighty Gust is perfectly acceptable here too, if the enemy team's comp fits the bill. Then, Static Shield, because we want to stay alive. And this is going to create a tiny little shield every time our little lightning rod thing procs. Very, very, very good. Let's see if we can help out here. We are a little late to this party. We're very late to this party. 5 seconds on my ultimate. If you can give me vision of Sylvanas, I could kill Sylvanas. Let's just throw it out here. Looks like I missed. Like, I'm not too afraid to walk in here though, like really at all. I'm really not bothered by any of this. We'll go ahead and first aid. We'll get that health regen going right away. Should just be able to kill Sylvanas here. I thought Kirsten was gonna go in with me, but I guess he went top. That's my bad. My bad. My bad. I thought we were all together. So I feel like this is such a good build, and I feel like I'm just overextending and dying with it too often. Miscommunication there on my part, though. I could type in all caps, though. God damn it, Kirsten, why didn't you go in with me? I could do that if I was that kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? It's my fault. It's fucking my fault. So static shield so we stay alive. And then this is where I deviate from most of the super defensive Falsedead builds. I get hammer time. Your first basic attack against a target. Oh, they nerfed it. I didn't realize that. It's no, they didn't nerf it. The first person that's slowed by your hammer, when you auto attack them, you're gonna stun them. Now it's a mini stun. It's a 0.75 second stun. That's not very long at all. But it is enough to interrupt a Lily. It is enough to interrupt an ETC even without Mighty Gust. Really, really, really strong talent, and I would say pretty underutilized. I know they're fighting down here. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm just gonna push top. I'm just gonna push top into the keep because we got to get that XP bonus. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to be fighting in the boss pit anyway. I mean, really, what are they trying to gain in that fight? They're not gonna gain anything. It's not like we needed to zone them out of boss. I mean, we could get a mercenary camp, but that's really not a big deal either. And I don't really have to worry about the enemy team's burst damage right now either. The only real threat to me dying is Diablo sneaking up on me, and we just got vision of Diablo down in the bottom lane. It looks like they want to take top mercs, but like I'm already pushed up to the keep, so we don't really need to do that. 37 stacks of seasoned marksman right now. And I'm just gonna walk in and kill this thing, because apparently no one, everyone's just team deathmatching right now. Everyone's just going into team deathmatching. All right, well that's done. They're getting that bottom temple. This minion wave's pushed all the way. The middle minion wave is pushed all the way into our base. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lightning rod on the mage in the back just to generate that shield, and I'm gonna focus another target down. All right, Karazim coming in to help. Gonna stand on the point. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Now, we are not contesting the shrine in any meaningful way, but I think that's a bad idea. But I mean, if Karazim wants to do it, I guess I'll go in. I just don't think it's a very good idea. I'm very slow, Karazim. I'm a very slow character. Here we go, Johanna coming out for the enemy team. The 7-sided strike is a go! Time to leave. It's time to go. Time to go, Kirsten. Time to get out of here. Time to get out of here, buddy. We tried. We tried. Jump to me. Jump to me. There you go. There you go. We're just leave. I thought that was a terrible idea from the start, but you know what? My teammate wanted to do it, and I'll support my teammate in his endeavors. Now I'm going to shove middle a little bit. I want to get this moving in the right direction, because this is a little bit of a problem. I know the friendly team is going for boss right now, which is a terrible idea. That's a bad idea. But, I mean, if they want to do it, again, I will go help. I'll go help if they want to do it. I was just trying to stop middle from pushing into core. So Asmodead is all over that. Let's go ahead and focus their dibbles here. Shock and Awe going out, hitting 3 or 4 members of the enemy team. Johanna very low on health, but of course she just never dies ever. The 7-sided strike coming out. We're going to be able to stun Johanna here and take her down. And now the enemy team's Tassadar running for his very life. Running for everything that he holds dear. Asmodead actually sighted in the middle lane here. I could pretty easily swoop around and take care of him. It helps if I don't miss my Q, but we're just dealing such a massive amount of damage every time we auto attack that it shouldn't be a big deal. If Diablo wants to trade into me here, I could just get behind him while he's casting that Heartburn. Try to stun him here to save our Jaina, which we did just fine, and now we're going to finish him off with auto attacks. That was a good example of this build in action. That is the survivability of this build. are we level 22 and I haven't picked a talent? My God, I'm bad at this game. Maybe I should have done a warm-up before I recorded a video to put on the internet. But now we go for Nexus Frenzy at level 20, which just basically makes everything that we did in the early game now better. It's going to allow us to attack significantly faster, which is going to allow us to, of course, deal more damage. And we have 41 stacks of Seasoned Marksman right now, which means every single time we auto-attack, it's going to be hitting for 41 more damage than normal. Because we're hitting so hard, we're healing for more Vampiric Assault, and quite frankly, we're just going to be able to murder everyone on the enemy team. I think we should contest this. I am not afraid to contest this at all. Really, I'm just not. Diablo hit for 1,000 damage right at the start, the hammer going out, and we're just going to stun him in place, barrel rolling after him now, and just look how fast we could kill a Dibbles. Now, of course, he's faster than me right now because I have a little guardian demon thing on me, but you know what? We're going to have abilities soon that should let me catch up to... fucking goddamn it, Asmodead. I'm trying to look good for the internet right now. There we go, 2 very easy kills with the help of Zeratul, and now we should... just be able to win the game with Shrines. So that's the 0 stress level. Oh my God, the best Falsedead build ever. Hashtag best Falsedead build ever, you know what I'm saying? And again, as 2 people on the enemy team are attacking me, you have the survivability to just soak up a ton of damage. I absolutely could have played this better, and I'm a little upset that when I finally decided to make a video about it, I didn't play really well. If you are playing attentive and you're picking your engagements properly, you can outduel like anyone in the game and easily have a match with 0 deaths. There we go, Falsedead, level 10 unlocked. And again, here are the talents just for your eyes if you wanted to see them one more time. Keep in mind, I wasn't in every single team fight by any means, but we were still very competitive on hero damage. Very competitive. If I was a little bit more proactive in these team fights, we easily would have #1 damage in the whole game. So let's go buy my master skin, shall we? I don't think I'm ever going to use it. I don't think I'm... Let's just... Hold on. Hide-owned. And then Falsedead. I want my skin. Hide-owned. And then Falsedead. There we go, Falsedead Wild Hammer, 10,000 gold. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I really do think that Falsedead is one of the most underrated AD carries, you know, ranged assassins in the whole game. Just a really, really solid character. And now I have a Mohawk. What's up? What's up? So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, I could have played a lot better. Try this build out. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. I almost didn't want to actually share it in a video because it's just so damn strong. And I know a ton of people are going to be trying it out now. But you know what? I have my master skin. I've earned it. And now I can bestow onto you my knowledge of the character. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you all next time.